you can see these are timeless principles. So another word for law is what? Principle. Alright, here. So say somebody is a principled person, what you mean is that the person is a law-abiding person. Alright? So there are timeless principles of financial management adapted from the richest man in Babylon, with real-world case studies for every First Tech learner. So this is for us in First Tech. If you are joining us online and you are not our student, no problem, you can partake of this knowledge, but make sure you join us soon. Alright, so let's go into this, guys. So why are we looking at these laws? In 1926, that was how many years? Now, 1926 till date is how many years? That's about 100 years, right? This is 2026. We're in 2026. And then we're talking about something that happened in 1926. So that's like 100 years ago, right? So this particular rule, this particular law was operative, was working, was functional 100 years ago. Some of us, no, they've not given back to our parents by then, right? Because none of your parents is 100 years, any of your parents 100 years. So it means these are rules that hold through ages, alright? It's not limited to any particular time frame. In 2030, it will still hold. In 2050, it will still hold, alright? In 100 years from now will be what? This is 2026 plus 100.
21, 26.
Eh?
It's 21, 26.
126 now. 20,000 126.
21, 26.
Alright. So it will still hold. That's what we are saying in essence. So if you look at what I wrote here, I said Classen published 5 principles of money management as parables set in ancient Babylon. A century later, the underlying behaviors, saving consistently, investing wisely, protecting capital, and avoiding shortcuts, still separate people who build wealth from people who stay broke. What does it mean to be broke? You say somebody is broke, what does it mean?
He don't have money.
He doesn't have money.
He's poor.
He's poor, right? That's broke. And we don't have broke people here, right? We have rich dudes here. So each law below gets its own slide with a plain language explanation and a case study you can relate with. So we are going to have case studies on each of these laws. So let's just have an overview of the law. What's the first one? Can everyone read? Save at least what? 1/10 of your earning. So if you earn 100,000, what is 1/10 of 100,000? If your earning is 100,000, what is 1/10 of it? 10,000. That's 10%. 1/10 is 10%. Alright? So 10% of 100,000 is 10,000. That means you must set aside 10,000 at least. You can do more than that, but you must set aside at least 10% according to this law. This is a law. Remember what we said. A law is something you must abide by, right? I believe we are all Christians here. So, and for those who are Muslims watching us online, it is, I just want to quote from the Bible, so don't be offended that I'm using the Bible. The Bible says that that whatsoever thing you do, alright, that you do it with the whole of your heart. That's one. Then the Bible also says that if you how did you put it? Try to remember. Okay, when I remember, I'll say it. I can't remember now. There's a particular thing I want to say. But the first law here is what? Save at least what? 1/10 of your earnings. What's the second one? Put your savings to what? Profitable work. So don't just save and pile up money, but gather your savings and let your savings become your money slave. That means make your money work. And these are part of things I'm going to show you, not today, but as we keep on going on our Wednesday morning class like this, I'll be able to show you how to make your money work. Okay? So, number 3 is what? Invest only under wise and cautious advice. That means don't allow people that are not that have not proven themselves in a certain thing to advise you wrongly about money. For example, someone just comes to you and says, there is this business, if you put in your 100,000, you are going to get 200,000 in 24 hours. Number one, you don't know anything about the business, you've never done that kind of business before, and then you just trust naively, in naivety, as an ignorant person. That's not obeying the laws of money. Okay? Invest only under wise counsel. And what is wise counsel? It means the person has proven a track record. For example, now if I tell you we need 5 million naira to do another setup of a first tech space, we want you to come and invest. Alright, will you invest? No. You will not invest. Why? Haven't I proven that we train people? Right? I've proven it already. So if I tell you that and you know that, okay, that's what I do, I'm into training.
Okay, like I know.
Yes, you are aware. Yes, you've seen me, you've seen my setup, you've seen that I train students, and then I'm like, want to branch out to another place and we need funding. Will you invest? Yes, because you can see that I already have results in that field. Are you getting it? That is how it works. That is what this law is saying. Before you invest with someone, you must make sure that that person already have results in what he's telling you to invest in. Are you getting it? That's what that rule is saying. What's the next one? The same thing. So that fourth point is stressing on the third one. Avoid unfamiliar or unapproved ventures. A venture is a business. Alright? Avoid it. Avoid it totally. And what's the last one? Tell us, James. What's the last one? Can you see it well? Is it clearer?
Yes. Avoid schemes and impossible returns.
Avoid schemes and impossible returns. Somebody says, put in your money, in 24 hours you will get 100% back. Even the bank, they are giving 0.66% per month. Banks. And then somebody is telling you that you're going to get 100% in a day. You have to first pause. Alright? Are you getting financial wisdom? So that's it. You have to pause. So these laws are going to make you wiser financially. So let's go into it. The first one, pay yourself first. That's the first law that says you should save what? 10%. So in practical terms, it simply means paying yourself first. Gold cometh gladly. I want to read this to you. Gold or money. I said anywhere you see gold, you can put money there. Money cometh gladly and increasing and and in increasing quantity to any man who will put by not less than 1/10 of his earning to create an estate for his future and that of his family. So what this means is that when you begin to separate 10% of every money that comes to you and you keep it, more money will begin to come to you. It's like sugar and ants. What happens between sugar and ants? Where there is sugar, what happens? Ants do what? Gather, right? They come, they gather there. So when you're able to separate money, more money will come to you. But if you are someone that every time money comes into your hand, you spend it all, it will be difficult for you to have more money per time. Are you getting it? So it's a law that when you keep money aside, more will come to you. When you waste money, money will run away from you. Do you want money to run away from you? So you have to abide by this law. So let's look at this. Before you pay rent, buy data, transport, feeding, and all other expenses that you do, make sure to separate your 10%. It can be more than 10%, but on the list, make sure you separate 10% of whatever comes into your hand. At your level now, how does money come into your hand? Through what? Gift, right? Maybe somebody visits you in your house and the person gives you gifts, right? Monetary gifts. During your birthday, you receive gifts, right? Yeah. So when those things come, don't just think about the next chocolate. Don't think about the next shoe you want to buy. Alright? First separate 10%. And there are banks that have children account. You can talk to your parents and open an account for you. I think I asked the last time. Blessing said she has an account.
Sorry, right? I'll check that. I don't.
You don't. You just realize you don't. Alright, that's fine. So, but you can tell mommy there is a platform called OPay. OPay has children accounts. You can open an account for you so that once money comes into your hand, you separate 10% into it. It's a law that makes for wealth, that makes you to become rich over time. Okay, go ahead.
Say, if you continue saving 10% of your earnings,
Yes.
more money will come.
Yes.
Is it like that law? Is it like the way of life, or is that 10% you are saving that becomes the more money that you save for?
Number one, the fact that you have built that mindset of keeping aside money. So somewhere in your consciousness, you're already programming yourself to receive more. Are you getting it? You are now different from someone that squanders everything that comes in. So that consciousness of I want more that you have cultivated by saving out 10%, there is a will give more to the one that there is a scripture. Let me show you this. I believe being Christians, this will help you. Okay, look at this scripture. This is Matthew 13, verse 12. You know the Bible are laws, right? The Bible is a book of laws, right? So what does this scripture say? It says, oh, I'm not projecting that to you. Let me project that to you. I thought I was actually. I thought I was projecting that to you. I didn't know I was the only one seeing it. Big Sam, I think I need your technical this thing here. Windows P. Okay, look at this. What does it say? Everybody read. Let's chorus it together, everybody. Did you see that? Whosoever has, more will be given. He that does not have, even the thing that he has, maybe he's remaining only his clothes. They will collect his clothes from him. Right? So when you separate 10%, you now have, right? So you have entered into the category of the people that has. Are you getting it now? So this law says that more will be given to you, and you will now have abundance. What is abundance?
There is a realm where wisdom unlocks supernatural provision.
Yes.
Welcome to Streams of Wealth,
when you
a
obey this
platform
law
dedicated
of
to spiritual
paying
empowerment.
yourself
Discover
first
pathways to
10% and
purposeful
separating
wealth.
it, saving,
There is a realm where
you
wisdom
will
unlocks supernatural provision.
somehow.
Welcome to
Sometimes
Streams
the
of
way it
Wealth,
happens, we
a
can't
platform
tell.
dedicated to spiritual
Opportunities
empowerment.
will
Discover
come that
pathways
will
to
make you
purposeful
have
wealth.
more.
There is a realm where
But the
wisdom
one that
unlocks
spends
supernatural
all
provision.
will
Welcome to
always be in
Streams of
lack.
Wealth,
You
a
start looking for
platform
who to borrow
dedicated to
from.
spiritual empowerment.
Are you
Discover
getting it?
pathways to purposeful
So,
wealth. There is a
it's a
realm
law,
where wisdom
and
unlocks
it's
supernatural
a
provision.
spiritual law,
Welcome to
it's a
Streams of
natural
Wealth,
law,
a platform
and it is
dedicated to
also
spiritual
a
empowerment. Discover pathways to purposeful
human law.
wealth. There is a
Let
realm
me
where
say
wisdom
that.
unlocks
All right?
supernatural provision.
The spiritual
Welcome
law,
to Streams
natural
of
law,
Wealth,
and a human law.
a platform
And when I say
dedicated to
natural law, I
spiritual
mean,
empowerment.
if you
Discover
plant a
pathways to
seed,
purposeful wealth.
right?
There is a realm where
Uh-huh.
wisdom
And
unlocks
the tree,
supernatural
it grows
provision.
into a tree, let's say a
Welcome to
mango
Streams
tree.
of Wealth,
All
a
right?
platform dedicated
And
to
the mango
spiritual
tree bears
empowerment. Discover
fruits.
pathways to purposeful wealth.
Each
There
of
is
the
a realm where
seed
wisdom
from the
unlocks
fruit
supernatural
can produce
provision.
another one,
Welcome to
right?
Streams of Wealth,
And there will be
a
abundance.
platform dedicated to
So
spiritual empowerment.
if you harvest a maize farm, corn, and then you eat up everything without having seeds remaining, will you be able to reproduce another farm? No. So it's a natural law that when you keep seeds, because that your 10% or more is like your seed for more. Are you getting it? So that is it. Let's go back to where we were. So before you pay rent, data, transport, or any of these things, set aside at least 10% of every income. All right, set aside 10% of every income. Set it aside, and then this single habit is the foundation of every other law. Without consistent saving, there is no gold, there is no money to multiply, protect, or invest. Automate it so that the decision is made once and repeat forever. There is a platform called Piggyvest. We are in tech, so let me talk about a tech platform. It's called Piggyvest. It's an online saving app. All right. They help you automate your savings. That means once money is entering that account, they can help you separate a certain percentage that you decide to save. Now, that particular company is worth more than $100 million today. Why? Because they built a system that helps people to save money. So if you are in web development class, you can actually create such apps. You can build a fintech app, you can build an e-commerce app, you can build anything that will help people solve a particular need. Because when it comes to saving, is a discipline, right? You have to discipline yourself to be able to save. So look at this story that we told here. There's a story here. Let's look at it together. Two developers, right? One salary, they were earning the same salary. So Chidi and Femi are both junior developers earning $300,000 a month. Chidi automates a transfer of $30,000. That's what 10% of $300,000. So once he receives his money in January, he separates 10%, which is $30,000, to a separate savings account every payday before touching the rest. Femi spends first and saves whatsoever is left. which is rarely more than 5,000. After 5 years, even with modest 8% annual growth, Chidi has built an estate of over 2.2 million towards his first apartment. Femi has barely 300,000 and no real cushion. What's the lesson? Saving is a habit you automate, not an amount you hope is left over. What does it mean to automate? That means you set it to always happen, right?
Yeah.
So you automate it, you make sure that before you remove any other money, remove that one first. It's a law that you have to engage. So that's the first law. Let's go to the second one. Invest under wise counsel. Don't take counsel from people that you do not trust. Alright? What did I say? Maybe your friend in school just comes and say, there is this platform. If you know, some of you don't even have money, cash now, right? You don't have cash. But you have money because money, I told you what money is, right? What's money? Value. So you can always create value. So you always have the real money. But in converting it to cash, you may not have cash now. And most investment or this thing is done with cash. So the person comes and says, there is this platform, they are giving people this percentage of money and this and that. You don't have to buy into that. Number one, you have to ask yourself, show me the evidence of your earnings from there. Be wise. Tell the person, show me the evidence of your earnings. Let me see what you have earned from that platform. And then put in your money for the next 1 month. Let me see it. Let me see the return. Because it takes time to prove some things. Are you getting it? So you have to give it time. So tell him, do it. Let's watch it together. Put your own money there. Let's watch it together for more. I'm not in a haste, right? Let's watch it together for the next 1 month and see what you will get. Then I'll be convinced to be able to put my own money there. Are you getting it? So don't invest only under wise counsel. And what we call wise counsel, it means there is result. The Bible says wisdom is justified by her children. Though that means wisdom is evident when there is result. If there is no result, there is no wisdom. Are you getting it? So, like I said, I will give us this slide. We will have it. But let's look at this story and justify this particular point. Let us. I will leave. Yes. Okay. Letting savings multiply. No. I think I'm going to understand. Pay yourself first. I think I skipped to Lord 3. I skipped Lord 2. Let me go back to Lord 2, the second law. So the second law is make your savings work, right? Make your savings what? Well, that means you can turn your savings to a money-making machine. What do I mean by that? I said I'm going to teach you this later in more elaborately, but let me just give you an example. If you are saving, let's say like Chidi, the example we gave before, he was saving 30,000 naira per month, right? Yeah. So 30,000 naira per month, let's say the bank are willing to give you 8% of your 30,000 per year. So in a year, if I'm saving 30,000 naira per month, in a year, how much will I have in my account? I'm saving 30,000 naira every month. In 1 year, which is 12 months, how much will I have in my account? What's 30 times 12?
360.
What's 30 times 12?
360.
360, right? Is that? 360. So I will be having 30,000 times 12 is 360. So I'll be having 360,000. Are you getting it? So let's say I invested that 360,000 in a fixed deposit in the bank, and the bank is giving me 8% per annum. By the second year, how much will I have? What is 8% of 360? You're going to do maths in first step. If you're going to be rich, you have to know maths. You have to understand how to calculate money. So what's 8% of, okay, let's use a round figure, 10%. Let's say the bank, let's assume that the bank is giving us 10%, right? 8.8, that's for 8%. Okay, let's use 10% so that we have a rounded figure. So the bank will be giving me 36,000 on my 360,000 by the end of the year. So I would have been richer by what? By 36,000. That means I will have 360,000. No, sorry. 336,000. Are you getting it? Am I getting more money now?
Yes.
Did I have to do any work to earn that 36,000?
No.
It is my money that is now doing what? Working for me, right? That is it. So make your money work for you. Make your savings work for you. So you just leave it in the bank and fix it there. Bank will use it to do their own business. Then they'll give you a share of their own profit, which is 36,000. It is 10% interest rate. Are you getting this? So that is one of the ways to make your money work for you. When we get there, when I start teaching you on how to make your money work for you, I will show you other things. I don't want to go there today because that's not our focus. Today, our purpose is just to understand the 5 laws of money. So look at this example. After a year of disciplined saving, Ngozi has 400,000 sitting in a savings account, earning almost nothing. On her mentor's advice, she moves it into a mix of government treasury bills. This is another way of multiplying your money. And a low-cost index fund, averaging 14% annually. She keeps reinvesting the returns instead of withdrawing them. By year 5, her original 400,000 plus what she kept adding has grown to 1.3 million. Did you see that? So when you leave your money in some certain systems, the money will be growing and it will be increasing. So you can make your money work for you. Then number 3 law, the third one is stay within your expertise. Why am I jumping these laws? Okay, make your money work for you. Then number, invest under wise counsel. I think I've explained this one, right? So let's just take the case study behind it. The value of a second opinion. I'm about to put 500,000 into a friend's high-yield forex signal group, promising 30% monthly returns. Before transferring the money, he asks his bank's investment advisor to review it. The advisor explained the math was mathematically impossible to sustain and pointed out red flags common to such schemes. Tunde declined, and 3 months later, the group collapsed, leaving members who hadn't asked anyone with nothing. So, as a young person, whenever you want to make any financial investment, always make sure you have someone you consult to ask questions before you. Are you getting this? Always make sure. When it comes to forex, it's a risky investment, so we have to be very careful. So the 4th law, stay within your expertise. This one is very important. A lot of young people want to run helter-skelter. You want to do this, Today you are doing this, tomorrow you are doing something else. No. You must learn to stay. If you want to amass wealth, you want to build wealth, You must stay within one thing and master that one thing and be known for it. Let me ask you, when you think about Elon Musk, what does he do?
He runs a
A tech company, right? When you think about Dangote, what does he do?
Cement. Refinery.
Industry, production, right? When you think about who is there, Otedola, do you know Otedola? Okay, I'm going to give you guys assignments. I want you to find out, write it down so that I don't forget. Find out 10 top Nigerian billionaires. And I mean billionaires in dollars, not billionaires in naira. Find out 10 top Nigerian billionaires in dollars. Okay? Write it down. You want to find it. So you are going to tell me about them next week Wednesday. Richest, no, not just richest people. Billionaires in dollars. Nigerian billionaires who have billions in dollars. Who are billionaires in dollars? 10. Find out 10 top Nigerian billionaires in dollars. There are billionaires in naira, okay? Then there are billionaires in dollars. So find those ones who have billions in dollars. So I'm going to ask you next week Wednesday, because you always see me on Wednesdays, and we'll talk about this. So the next law says stay within your expertise. That means master something. If you want to learn web development, become the best of the best web developer. Okay? If you are learning computer proficiency basic, make sure you master everything. When your teacher starts teaching you on shortcut, go back home, research, go to your Google, search out other shortcuts that your teacher did not even teach you, and master it. Make sure that whatsoever your hand finds to do, you are the best at it. Are you getting it? This is what will make you to become the choice. Whenever somebody wants to do something related to that aspect, you are the one they will call. Because out there is a lot of competition. What did I say? Yes. There are a lot of web developers. But it's only the best of the best that will always get the good jobs. Are you getting it? So, be the best. That's what this place says. If you want to be wealthy, you have to be the best of the best. Unfamiliar ground is dangerous. It's dangerous ground. Investing in a business or industry you don't understand, just because it sounds exciting or someone you trust is doing it, is a common way to lose money quickly. If you don't understand how a venture actually makes its returns, or if people experience in that field haven't reviewed it, that as a warning, that is actually a warning sign. That means when you don't know anything about a particular field, don't go into it. Make sure you enter into things that you have good understanding of. Let me go to the 5th law. Beware of schemes and shortcuts. Let me show us this. Let's quickly do a little research. I like research. Windows P, duplicate. So I want to see this guy. Okay, let me show you something here. How much has been lost globally on Ponzi schemes? We are doing a research on Ponzi schemes. Global financial watchdogs estimate that investors have lost hundreds of billions of dollars to Ponzi schemes. Over the past few decades, in recent years alone, comprehensive reports indicate that total financial fraud losses which heavily encompasses Ponzi, pyramid, and similar scams operations, cost victims roughly 442 billion annually on a worldwide scale. $2 billion. Let's look at what that is in naira. $1 is how much in naira? 1,400. 442 billion dollars in naira. Can you see the number? 609 trillion 822 billion 980,000. No? This is 609 trillion 822 billion
980 million.
980 million in naira. 609 trillion 822 billion 980 million naira. That is what people have lost because they joined schemes, Ponzi schemes. Ponzi schemes are things that promise you fast money. They will say you just put in social amount, you get social amount. Whenever you see such thing, what do? Run for your life. Okay? Don't be in a haste. Money is built gradually. There is a time that will come when you have amassed enough money in your savings, you will not multiply money fast. Alright? So, beware of schemes and shortcuts. What did I say? And shortcuts. So let's look at this story. That's what we'll end with today. The promise that wasn't. That's the title. The promise that what? A new online platform promised investors 50% return in 30 days. Marketed heavily by influencers and word of mouth. Buyer eager for fast results after a slow year of saving. Put in his entire 350,000 emergency fund. The platform paid early adopters from new deposits to build trust. A classic Ponzi scheme structure. Then vanished with the funds 3 months later. Buyer lost his entire emergency fund overnight. Money it had taken him 2 years to save. Is that not sad? So don't allow anybody to promise you what is not obtainable. Okay? So we are going to end here. For those who are joining us online, I believe you got value from first step today. We've talked about the 5 laws of gold, and we are quickly going to go back to the first slide and remind ourselves what those 5 laws are. So let's look at this together. What's the first law? Save at least 1/10 of your earnings. What's the second one? Put your savings to profitable work. What's the third one? Invest only under wise and cautious advice. What's the fourth one? Avoid unfamiliar or unapproved ventures. And the fifth one, avoid schemes and impossible returns. Thank you so much. I believe you got something, first tech students. We are going to continue on Wednesday next week. So now you resume back to your trainings. God bless you. Have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you. So we're going to share this on the WhatsApp group. We're going to download it. For some of us that are not that don't have phones to connect on the WhatsApp, that will send to your parents. Okay, so you can always have access to it through your parents.